If I told you this desk was built with plastic storage bins as a workbench, would you believe me? Because that's exactly what we had to do. No garage, no workshop, and no Home Depot. This is what building something in El Salvador actually looks like. And if you're thinking about moving here, you need to see this. This is my studio. And as you can see, I still got lots of stuff around that doesn't have a home. So this table we're making goes right here in the middle, and it's filled with storage. And that's not really big enough for my desk. So I'll be using this new table for my laptop. Also, it'll take up most of these 6 squares here, so you'll be able to walk around it, but that's where it's going. So we got our delivery from Feedries today for our wood and shelf brackets. Yay.
Oh, 2.5 inch.
2.5 inch and 2 3/4 inch, yeah. Welcome to our workshop. Uh-huh.
So, it's one bottom piece.
Mm-hmm. Oh, what's... Should see what's going through my camera. All the dust. It looks like it's snowing on my camera. It's hilarious.
So I don't run over the cord.
Good idea.
Okay, tabletop.
Tabletop, but a bit wider than it should be.
Yeah.
That is the tabletop. It's gonna be big. My husband does have a table saw, but in order to run a big piece of wood through a table saw, you need to have as much space on the front as you do on the back. So this is how we make it in El Salvador. We just used our totes that we used to move here as a little workbench. You know, put a gap between them so the saw doesn't cut through them. Not too many times anyway. And perfect, right? You get a perfect workbench. Give me your protection on.
And you're right away. Okay, and one more. That's good. Ha, didn't even fall. Do you want one of these?
No, it's okay.
No, it's okay.
I'm over here.
What?
It's okay. So you're gonna pass over twice?
Yeah. So that should be enough to put that stuff in. So 1/4 inch is just the right size for this.
Now this is where we realize we may have made a mistake with the design of this, because my husband has to cut these 14 grooves down each side, and he had to make this jig for this to happen. And this table saw will not stay put. It keeps moving. I don't know why it slides so bad in the floor, but he had to put this little wedge in there so it would make the board stay put. And then he had to keep wedging his foot against the table saw to make sure the table saw stayed put. Husband made little grooves down each side of this part of the desk so that I could individually store my scrapbook paper, you know, by color and pattern and all the fun stuff. And he was measuring earlier the board to make sure it fit in the groove, and that board is just some foam board I picked up at the Dollar City, and I'm going to use that as little dividers in those grooves so I could easily just sort out the paper. And if it doesn't hold the weight for some strange reason, like if I got way too much paper there, then we'll just pick up some 1/4 inch plywood so that we can put the plywood into those grooves instead. He used this hammer as a weight because the wheel there kept slipping and the blade was adjusting. So apart from the table saw issues, this actually almost ruined the entire build. Now I could have sworn I bought and brought the Kreg shelf pin jig, and we could not find it. GJ tried using this one. That's actually to put the door handles and drawer handles on your cabinets, but that did not work because they had too much give in them. And when he got the whole piece done and then he measured across, they were not level. And that was very devastating. And we don't have a drill press to even make a nice shelf pin jig ourselves. So he had to come up with something else because I really wanted those adjustable shelves, and it's on 3 parts of the desk, so it was really, really important. So my husband measured everything off and painstakingly drilled every hole for my adjustable shelves. And I have to say, having adjustable shelves in El Salvador seems to be a bit of a rarity. None of the cupboards we've ever had adjustable shelves. I asked for adjustable shelves in my custom-made furniture, and the guy quickly ignored me. You can't actually buy Kreg tools here. They only had the one dual pocket hole manual jig by Kreg at one of the stores. I know Kreg screws are Robertson screws usually, at least there in Canada, and there are no Robertson screws here, and there is no Robertson screwdrivers here. So we brought ours, but Kreg is not very popular here. This is the Porter cable jig that we actually brought from Canada to do pocket holes with. And of course we bought the Kreg screws to go with it. But we've had this for a long time. Actually, I did a review on it. One of the very first ones I did when I kind of got more active on my channel. You can see this video here. But it is a really good one, actually. We have used this so much. We actually built all our kitchen cupboards in Canada with it. And this desk is actually quite similar to how we did that. So here GJ is putting together one side of the desk. One side of the desk, one set of legs, has the slots in it for my scrapbooking paper on one side, on the long side, and on the short side it has shelves for my sewing machines that are adjustable, sewing machines, Cricut, laminator, that kind of stuff. And on the other side, we have adjustable shelves, so we put shelf pins in here on the long side, and on the short side it's also open for, again, sewing machines. I have a small addiction to sewing machines. I have a Serger, I have a 1950s Singer, I have a 1985 Kenmore, I have a more modern day Brother, 2012-ish, I think that is. I have a child sewing machine that's from the 1930s or something. And of course I have a cabinet sewing machine that's 1930s as well.
Come on. There you go.
No, the inside?
No, that was on the inside. Yeah, this one can come off too.
The new workbench is my dining room table?
Yeah. Running out of room.
Yes.
You're wondering why I'm holding this sideways. It's because this is shorter and this is wider that way. So if I go in this way, I'm at the wrong, even more at the wrong angle.
Okay, I wasn't wondering that, but thank you.
There you go. There you go. So if I go in like this, I'm too far out.
Okay.
So if I go like this, I can get just a little bit further in. And even then.
All my junk's in the way because there's nowhere to put stuff.
If I do everything around the edge,
Yeah.
right? So this is an edge, this is an edge.
Then the middle should
Then
be
the
fine?
rest should be okay.
Okay.
That's sort of the theory.
If we were still in Canada, this would have taken half the time. Our Vidri's order took 2 weeks to arrive after I ordered it. It was free delivery, but that's 2 weeks. We could have taken our trailer, gone to Home Depot, picked up the wood, been home, cutting it out with all the room in the garage that we had, and we would have been able to put this together so much faster. But you know what? We don't want to live in Canada.
They're the same size.
Excellent. I love when they're even.
That was times I wasn't so sure about that.
Yeah, small design flaw with the grooves, eh?
Hey?
Small design flaw with the grooves. If I can see it from here.
Yeah, yeah.
Would fill a hand.
Yeah. Put some LED lights in it or something. It no longer moves.
This side was a bit tricky because those two vertical pieces, one had been bowed a little bit. So he's measuring here to see what the gap is at what would be the bottom, and make sure it's the same gap at the top. So at one point, he actually has to kind of screw one in and then squeeze the other one to make sure that's the right distance apart. You know, plywood, you never know. Sometimes it gets bowed. And when he cut out the shelves that were made of 1/2-inch plywood, those were not necessarily all flat, but with a lot of weight on them, like it's gonna be, eventually they'll go flat.
Gotcha. Oh, Robertson's.
That is fun.
Okay, floor is uneven. Yeah.
Well, something's uneven.
Okay, 1, 2, there we go. It's so easy to.
Yeah.
Okay, easy down. Don't put it on your toes. Okay, lifty uppy. I have a handle, you know. Okay, next one. 1, 2. There we go.
You know, it looks easy to move. I can figure it later.
It is very.
It's not wobbly, right?
It's easy to move this way.
Yeah.
It's easy to move that way.
This inner side with this almost 2-inch gap here. This is going to be used for hanging stuff.
So this tabletop has a crown to it.
Yeah, I see it's
crowned
going this way. Yeah.
This way. So that
Yeah.
is not gonna do this.
Not gonna hurt it.
in any hurry.
Oh, it's pretty solid.
3/4 inch plywood.
I know. And once I get all the the crap from around
Yeah.
put away,
Well, I
then
need to make the shelves, and we need to get the things for here.
this is where the adjustable shelves are going. And this is where all my scrapbook paper is going to go on little shelves we're making out of foam board. And if the foam board's no good after a while, we'll just get 1/4 inch plywood. And you'll need to stay tuned to see the next video to see how we're going to finish it.
Smash